using some old makeup that I had sitting around. It's just some old palettes and some old applicators, and we're going to use the different colors in here to color the pictures. Okay, so I found these two little applicators in this here. This is from the Color Workshop. I think this was in a Christmas makeup kit that I bought on clearance after Christmas several years ago. And you open it up, and this part is magnetized, and you have these little metal eyeshadow palettes, and you could mix and match and put them in here any way you want to. So these were some of the colors that I selected. It's a nice variety. And this was a little LA Colors palette, and I'm going to tell you, I still use these palettes all the time, and they're very inexpensive, and I think they're great. I think they're wonderful little palettes. And they come, they all come with different color combinations. This one has a lot of blues and greens in it, and it looks like It's really close to the color in her eyeshadow, so that actually looks good. Let's go ahead and continue on up into the messy bun up here. We will color some strands of that. Ooh, neat. Very cool. And then next to it, let's do some of this matte plum, sort of a purpley color. Oh, nice. Kind of blend them together a little bit right along this line. Whoops, I got some on our head, sorry. Ooh, wee. That is so pretty, I like it. I want to do my hair like that. You know, I did have some blue put in my hair. What was it? Last April or May or somewhere in there. Yeah. Yeah, it was right before one of my family reunions because I remember one of my elderly relatives, this elderly Southern lady, she looked at my hair and she goes, "Well, you just don't care what people think about you, do you?" That was a nice elderly Southern lady's way of saying, "I don't like your hair." I told her, I said, "No, ma'am, I don't care. Thank you for noticing. It really doesn't concern me." Now over here we have some sparkly pink. It doesn't really show up a whole lot. It's quite faint unless you add quite a bit. I'm still whispering today because I'm still getting over being sick. I tested negative for COVID, flu, and strep, so it turns out that I just had a regular old cold. It was nothing special, but it hit me really hard. I was quite under the weather pretty much all week last week, but I'm doing much better today. But my voice is it's not great right now. Okay, now this little palette here, or this little eyeshadow, I stuck my finger in it. Would you look at me, golly? It's kind of a copper color. Oh, let's see what this looks like. We'll do some copper in the hair. Right over here. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like it. Let's make it a wider bit. Yes. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh, and we'll carry that on up here too. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh my word, I love that color. Wow. That's beautiful. Now I'm going to come over here, and right beside that pretty copper color, let's do a dark blue. Let me try this one first and see what this one looks like. A dark blue right here. Apparently it's not that dark. Yes, that's like a midnight blue. Oh, that's not bad. Alright, and then we are going to do this section of the messy bun in that same color. Yay. Very nice. Now we still have this section over here. I kind of want to do that in a lighter color. We have this kind of a champagne looking color over here. Well, it's very powdery. silver streak right here. That is just the neatest. I love that. Okay, now when you complete a picture, it's attached up here. Let me tear that. That's going to be a bit loud. Okay. I love it. It's, oh, look how shiny it is too. You can see that that copper color is very shiny. I'm liking that. I have one very similar to that in another palette that I currently am using. You have to be very careful with it though, because it's very strong. It will eat up the whole world if you're not careful. You have to apply it with a very light touch, or it just goes everywhere. It takes over your whole eyelid. Yeah, look at that. You can see the ones that have a bit more shine to them. And you can see the way they kind of catch the light when you move the picture about. Very neat. Ooh, this one looks silver. When you hold it the right way, it has a silver look to it. Nice. I really like this one. I think this is one of my favorites that we've done. Although I messed up our blush, but whatever. I don't care. I like the eyeshadow and the colors of the hair. Just neat. Okay. So the next picture features, we have this like little double buns up here. It's a very cute look. That's adorable. So what should we do? What should we do? I'm thinking for the lips, we have this light pink. I want to try this light sparkly pink on the lips and see what that looks like. Oh, it's very light. Very light indeed. It's almost too light. We'll add a little bit of this to it. Give it a little bit more color. There. That's very cute. Very pale. So, I do wonder what this would look like as a blush. I'm not really a blush person. I don't really wear it. When I was younger, I didn't really need to. All you had to do was look at me, and I was so socially awkward and anxious that I was just constantly blushing anyway, so there was really no need for it. I was painfully shy and awkward around people, and it took me many, many years to get better about that. I was just always very, very shy. Okay, I think I need to bring this up a little bit more. I think I've got it too close to her nose or something. this looks like a violet color a little bit. And then, see, most of these colors are a bit darker, or I'm afraid they won't show up very well. We do have this light green we could try. This is a shiny green, but light. Let's try that. We have this innermost part. We could do that in that shiny light green. Oh, isn't that nice? And then I'm just lightly blending it into the shiny blue that is right next to it. Oh, there we go. I don't want to over blend it because then it will sort of dilute the blue, but I'm not trying to do that. Like Bob Ross says, you know, you don't want it to eat up your whole world or become a mud mixer. You want to let the individual colors speak for themselves, and I think they really do here. Look at that. Nice. Okay, I do like that green. That is very nice. I'm kind of curious about this one. I think if I remember correctly, that's not a color that I use a whole lot. I think it looks really bright on here, but when you use it, it's not all that bright. It's like no big deal. Or it's the opposite, like it's much brighter than you expected it to be. There's something about it, but I don't remember what it is. I said I was going to stick with lighter colors. I can just use my fingers at this point. Just I have a silver. We could try this silver over here. I have lots of silver. Let's try silver. It's definitely silver, and we're going up into the bun with it too. It just looks gray. And of course we're going to do this side as well to match. let's go with this dark blue right here. This is a very dark blue. Right along the lid, or right where the lashes are, and then up here. Okay, let's do the other side. Right along the lid. Up here. Down. I have a little bit there. Okay. The center will do the shiny again. Shiny blue. With a bit of super light. Right along the lid, I want to do something different. How about we use some of that plum right on the tip of the applicator to kind of match her lipstick. Yeah, like that. Nice. For the blush, let's try this sparkly pink. She has her face turned a little differently here than the other two. So you're not going to need as much over here. Just a little bit. Like that. And then the hair, I want to do so many colors. Let's see. Let's start. What should we start with? I want to start over here. We haven't done much with this palette. I want to try this green. I don't remember how I felt about it. It doesn't look like I used it very much. So just load up that applicator with the eyeshadow. Just really get it in there. And then, oh, that's not a bad color. I think I just decided I wasn't crazy about that color on me. Like it didn't, on me, it just didn't look very good. I like more of a darker green like that. Just, I don't know. I think I just didn't like the way this looked on me. I like it in her hair though. That I do like. All the way down. You want to get all the way down. Like that. Nice and consistent. And then of course up here you have the hair that's gathered up, and then you have the little loose bun up here on top. So let's do right here. We're going to add the same color in this section that's been gathered up. Right there. And there's a little bit of hair sticking out right there. Let's go ahead and do that in the same color. Right across there. Now this hair we can do in a different color. And then we're going to do a section of this up here, like right there in that green. Like that. Now, we can do the same thing